Good morning, Hawks. I got another workout prepared for you today. This one will be a little bit more of a strength based workout, a few plyometrics, some hips, start with a little bit of a warm up. I won't talk too much to get us started, but I just want to thank you guys for trying the video last time and let me know if you want to give me some feedback on what I can do or if there's some different things that you want prepared for you so that you have tools to utilize when you want to practice on your own. So I won't go into too much more until we get going. So just give me a second and I'll share the document of what today's workout's going to be. It's going to take me a second here. And there you go. You can see we'll start with a little bit of a warm up. Maybe we won't follow exactly word for word with how I have this structured, but we'll start with a little bit of a warm up, do some hips, do some plyometrics, and we'll call that a day. And hopefully you enjoy this one as well. If you want to go back and repeat the other one anytime on the off days, go ahead. That's a really good broad, quick and broad program. So hopefully we'll have a few of those you can utilize over time too. So get ready and we'll get started. The warm up's going to be 2 sets. We'll go through the 4 exercises. We'll do about 15 of each of the exercises. Then we will rotate back through once we've completed all 4. So do about 15 of them. I'll try to give us enough time to do them. You should know how to do all of these exercises, and then we'll go from there. So first one will be 15 jumping jacks, and on my go, we'll wait about 10 seconds so that my timer gives me a little bit of an indication that I'm giving you enough time. 3, 2, 1, go. 15 jumping jacks. The intention of the warm up is to be a little bit aerobic. So I want you guys to really be on top of it. I'll give you about 15 seconds to do 15 jumping jacks. Maybe that's too much time. I don't know. Stop. Do 15 burpees. Time doesn't have to be perfect. The count doesn't have to be perfect. The point is I want to get you moving a little bit, get you warmed up a little bit. We'll go through the hip stuff, get you mobile. And stop. 15 mountain climbers. We haven't been doing our hip stuff probably, so we need to do a little bit of that to stay healthy. So we're going to try to do a little bit of that, keep you guys mobile. And stop. Do 15 push-ups if you can. If you can't do 15 regular push-ups, do modified push-ups. Make sure they're good push-ups though. If you have to do a combination of regular and modified, do that. The 15 push-ups. Hopefully you've started. We'll give you a few more seconds and then we'll move back to jumping jacks. Okay, jumping jacks, go. 15 jumping jacks again. I don't think I've ever really had people do jumping jacks before, but I just thought it was a good exercise to do when we have limited space or trying to do that around here. All right, 15 burpees. Sure, these are also a strength exercise. All of these are strength exercises too, but I just thought to get the blood pumping a little bit before we do some other stuff would be a good idea. Okay, stop. 15 mountain climbers. I'm going pretty fast. Again, I wanted it to be a little bit aerobic. If you're having a hard time keeping up, it's okay. If you fall behind, just switch when I say switch, even if you haven't done the 15. Okay, stop. 15 push-ups. Even if you haven't done the number I said, you can switch when I say. Or if you have to wait a little bit because you're done faster, that's okay too. Okay, stop. Should be enough time to get through the warm-up part. Now we're going to do a few of our hip exercises. We're going to go somewhere around 25 seconds per side for donkey kicks. 25, 30 seconds per side, and go. Whatever side you're starting on. We'll go about 25 seconds, maybe 30. You guys can tell me if you'd rather have a number of repetitions or rather have time on some of these things. And switch. Opposite side now. I have no idea how well it's going with with you following along. If you're able to stay on time based on how I'm doing the time, I'm doing okay with keeping time so far. But I don't know. I can't see you. You can only hear me and see me, I guess. So you'll have to let me know how the timing's going. And stop. Next, we're going to do donkey whips. We'll do same thing, about 25, 30 seconds per side. 3, 2, 1, go. Remember, we're not rocking our whole body. We're just trying to isolate and move the hips. So your lower back shouldn't move at all. Try to keep your core engaged a little bit and just work on moving from the hip, whatever direction we're trying to do. In this case, donkey whips. So you're having a straight leg and you're trying to move that laterally as far as you can. But if you have to cheat to move farther, then you're defeating the purpose. Okay, switch sides, I think, unless I lost track of where we are again. Well, that's gonna happen from time to time. I get distracted. I have a short attention span, and you also know that I get talking and then I forget where we are. Sometimes you like that. Sometimes during workouts you like that. We'll go about 5 more seconds on that, and then we're gonna switch to to knee circles forwards. Okay, switch knee circles forwards. Again, just a nice big circle as far as your hip will allow you to move. If you're swaying your hips, if you're moving at the waist, then you're cheating and you're not getting out of it exactly what we want to get out of it. So try to stabilize those areas and isolate just from the hip. Okay, same side, knee circles backwards. I'll admit I did lose time on that one a little bit, so I don't know if we went long enough or not, but it's okay. Usually, you guys are just doing this on your own, and you're counting time in your head or counting number of repetitions, or somebody's telling you what to do. But it's usually not me. It's usually a captain or somebody else who's leading. So maybe you have to adjust to the difference. Everything will be okay though. And switch sides, do knee circles forwards on the opposite side. On my go, I'll tell you when. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee circles forwards on the opposite side. I don't know, this is kind of fun for me, so hopefully you enjoy it. As over 70 people watched the last video, so I don't know how many of them were hawks. Could be some other people out in the public, some other citizens, but that's okay too. I said before, I'm no Sarah Fector, but I'll do my best to provide for you guys so that you have some routines to follow, and we'll go from there. And switch sides. I'm sorry, not switch sides. Knee circles backwards on that side. See, my attention span. I get a little distracted, but I think you guys are following along just fine. We'll go a few more seconds on knee circles backwards on that last side. Then we're going to get on our side. You can stop, get on your side, and in position for lateral leg raises. We'll do 10 to 15 with each position. Toes neutral, toes pointed up, toes pointed down. I'll let you kind of do that on your own as much as you can. So do 10 to 15 of those. In this case, wait for us to switch sides, and we'll keep everybody kind of on the same pace. So in 5 seconds, we will go with lateral leg raises, straight toes. Go. Toes are neutral or straight. Doing 10 or 15 of them. Make sure that you're not twisting at the waist. Make sure that your shoulders aren't rotating forward. There should be sort of a line through your shoulders, through your hips, to your toes. You can have a slight bend at the waist as you lift. That's fine. You should be pointing up for 10 or 15 of them by now. Maybe getting ready to point down. Probably you're on pointing toes up, 10 or 15 of them. Okay, point toes down if you haven't gotten that far already. Remember to wait for us before you switch sides. Just 10 or 15 in each direction, working on movement from the hip. Okay, you should be switching to the opposite side now. Hopefully you're keeping pace with this. 2, 1, go. So opposite side, toes neutral. Now, White Pine kids, I think you've done most of these things. You've done a lot of these things. If you haven't done something, go ahead and email one of the coaches, and we'll send you something for your future reference so that you can see how some of these things are done. Or you can just Google them, and maybe you can find another YouTube video to watch it. But don't worry if you don't know something. It's fine. You can pause the video and you can search. Should probably be on post pointed up by now. You can just search for it, pause this video, search for it, and see what it looks like, and do your best on your own. And we'll get better when we can get together as a group. But don't worry if you don't know something. Don't skip it. Try to figure out how to do it. Always toes pointed down now. Try to figure out how to do it. Ask questions. You can ask me. I'll send you guys an email again soon, at least the 8th graders that are potential cross-country runners, hopefully, for next fall at Heritage. Something I'm excited to experience, to get some new people to coach. So hopefully you guys are doing that. And stop. Now we're going to do clams. So we're going to do about 25 seconds aside. I'll give you a few seconds to make sure that everyone's caught up. And go. Do clams on whichever side you want, and then we'll switch after about 25, 30 seconds. So I'll send an email to the 8th graders. Again, I haven't in a while. I didn't really know how to update you guys on what was going on over the last few weeks. And the last time I sent you an email, we talked about getting you camp stuff sometime in May. So we're not behind on that, but don't expect camp stuff in May. But I'll address that in an email. Okay, switch sides. And go. I'll try to answer those questions in an email, or you can feel free to reach out to me if you guys have questions about that. Or ask Coach Wilson and Coach Sierra. They're in the loop. They'll let you know too. Okay, this is the last hips thing we're going to do. We're somewhere around 12 minutes for the video. I want to keep these under 20 if I can. But, we'll do the best we can. I think anything we can do, 10 to 15 minutes, any routines we can do, that's good for clams. Any routines we can keep to 10 or 15 minutes are effective. We can get a lot done in a short amount of time. Now we're going to do some line hops. I'm giving you a little more time just so I can keep on time too, because I got a clock going and I'm trying to watch that and keep us going. But let's start with line hops forward and backwards. We'll go for about 30 seconds on those in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Line hops. You don't have to move far, just back and forth over a line. It can be an imaginary line. It can be a line in the carpet. It can be in your driveway or on your deck. I don't know where it is, but it can be anywhere you want, in your living room, in your bedroom, in your basement. Forwards and backwards. About 5 more seconds. Then we're going to do side to side for about 30 seconds. And stop, switch, side to side, go. Just another little quick routine we can do. So many more things we could do too if we want to. So let me know if we haven't done your favorite thing yet at some point. And stop. Now we're going to do switch feet. And 2, 1, go. Switch feet. Last week we had, 35 different people log on our Strava. Did I say this already? I'm not sure if I said this already, but we had about 35 different people log on our Strava. That's pretty cool. We have 24 or something like that so far this week. I realize some of you kind of log and stop. Now we're going to do a single leg deadlift, do 15 each side. Single leg deadlift, 15 each side if you can do 15. If you can't, that's okay, but do the best you can. And go. I know some of you log in batches throughout the week, and that's okay. So I know we'll have more logging as the week goes on as well. So it's been nice. We've had 30 to 35 each week, even through all of this. So I know people are staying fit and healthy. Okay, you should be on the opposite side by now, hopefully. We only got 2 more exercises, guys, and we'll be done for this one. This will be your Wednesday exercise routine, and stop. You should have had enough time, hopefully, to do that. Now let's do single leg calf raises. Put your hands on your hips and just lift. Do calf raises like you would do on at any other time, but instead of in the weight room with a bar and some weight and on both feet, we're just going to do it on one leg. So kind of bend the opposite knee and let your foot hang back is fine, and just lift, do calf raises, and go if you haven't already. Do something like 15 to 20 on each side. We'll call that good. Maybe you're on the other side by now, on the opposite leg by now, so switch legs. Give you a few more seconds. And stop. Now we're going to go to jump lunge. I don't know what else you call it, but we used to call them, what did we use? Leg switches, we used to call them way back in 1990, a long time ago, 30 years ago. I called them leg switches. And ready, set, go. Do 15 if you can on each side. That's a lot. It might you might get a little tired, a little sore. If you can't do 15, try for at least 10. Good landing, no pounding. Make sure you're reaching far enough with your lead leg. And you should be switching to the other side by now. We're almost done. We might make the 20 minutes for this video. We'll see. I'm going to be close. Okay, well, hopefully you're done with all that. I'm gonna stop sharing the document now and just close with thanks for looking at the video the other day. Give me some more feedback if you can. I do really appreciate those of you who did, and I appreciate people that reached out to see if I'm doing okay. I keep telling people I am in these calls and on these videos, and I really am. I'm doing good. Trying to work from home a little bit, trying to get you guys some things, trying to plan ahead as much as we can in these times, but things are going good here. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you, and we'll see you sooner than later. So reach out if you need anything, okay? Bye.